Have your feet are dry like silk, are they? Survival's for everyone. I mean, if an aircraft crashes, you can't say just the fit survive. It's from babies to grannies, so it's for everyone.
I'm divorced, 45. I've got 4 grown-up children, 6 grandchildren. I work at a tobacco company in Bristol.
I come from Aberdare, Morgan. 29 years old at the moment. And at present, I'm living in Ealing, West London. I'm full-time unemployed at the moment.
I'm married. I have 3 children, one of 16, one of 11, and one of 7. And I am also a food stylist.
Currently, I'm employed as a registered nurse at the Bristol Royal Infirmary. Prior to this, I was trained as a toolmaker. I spent most of my working life in engineering.
For the past 4 years, I've been living in London and working for Harper's and Queen, which is a magazine.
Oh, I'm not working at the moment. I've been working for a good few months. But to keep my mind occupied, I do a lot of training, weightlifting, boxing, swimming, running.
Okay. We're sheltering a bit, but what I want to do now, just show you how to make a shelter. And they're easy to make. All the materials are on hand around, and we're pointing in the right directions. But basically, shelter, food and water are not enough in a survival situation. Adequate shelter is essential.
There's an upsurge in people wanting to learn these skills now, and maybe because they're frightened of what they see going on in the world. I don't know why.
I've been teaching survival for the last 25 years. Normally in the military, it means, you know, a couple of weeks of hardship, you know, wet, cold, miserable, and you're being chased around. But we try and survive in style, make it as good as we can. And there's people think it's going to be really energetic, running around. But when you look at it, you've got to conserve your energy. There's not a lot of nourishment around in some places, so whatever there is, you must save it. Be calorie conscious. So we try and make it enjoyable, keep everyone's morale humorous.
I managed to break yourself.
I'll give it back to Lottie, I don't care. Tell her we'll swap.
That'll be quicker than sawing it, won't it? Should be all right, shouldn't it?
There's some short bits over there somewhere.
Let's have a little bracken gone. We're nearly up to the top.
It's a bit gappy here, look.
That's all right, I was sleeping this end.
Yeah? You need to pack it more. I think you'll find it's okay then. All right.
Yes. Okay.
You know, but it must be packed tight, otherwise it's going to let it in, you know? Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Well, we want another fork piece then for this,
Yeah, a
won't
really
we?
strong one.
Yeah.
To keep that one up. Yeah, we want them under these thick side posts.
We want a strut going out from here as well because it won't
Support.
support it, so we need another one with a V on it.
Do we?
Yeah. If we lift it up like that,
What?
then we get some more longer ones.
Just as
Doesn't
a
matter if
support
we-
for the front, you mean?
Yes. And lift it up higher, and then we can get some longer, thinner sticks and lay them on top of the bracken. Right, so they stick out further. Lace them down, stick out further.
Put like a little
And
canopy
then-
on it.
That's right, yeah.
And then lace thinner ones across like that. As long as we've got a strong support here, it'll bear the weight, won't it?
We'll try that then. See what happens. We've got nothing to lose.
splash at the bottom. Yeah, you got it. Right. This way. Okay, now you've got fishing kit at the moment, have you?
No.
Yes, you have.
In our tin.
In your tins. The hooks that you're issued with have already got line attached, haven't they? Have you checked them? No. Check them now then. Basically, what we're going to do, we want you to try 3 different ways of fishing. Fishing with night lines, which I'll explain shortly. Fishing with nets, gill nets, all right? And making fish traps. And if you're brave enough, tickling. That's the fish, not each other. Okay?
Do you hear that, Mark?
Yeah.
He's talking to you.
Right, first of all then.
Only Sandy.
First of all, we've got a reasonable river, or so people lead us to believe, that own the area.
Yeah.
And there's presumably all the coarse fish. Okay. Do you know what coarse fish are?
No.
Fish that live in fresh water.
Right.
So you've got chub, tench, perch, roach, dace, etc., etc.
So do you mean
Plus-
in ones?
Plus there's
Like
game
that.
fish, okay? Or so we're led to believe. Trout, sea trout and salmon. Well, if there is, bon appetit, you know. I mean, we'll stay here, we won't go back to London and
Get
pay...
some more dynamite.
That's right, get some more dynamite in. Let's go on. Baits. What baits can we use? Start from this end.
Worms.
Grubs. Grubs. No?
No.
Berries, termites.
I don't know. I've never been fishing. I don't know what you're
Have
going to
We
eat.
use those black beetles that are crawling around everywhere.
You could do. And once you've caught a fish, the thing to do is it becomes easier because when you gut it, you look in the stomach and see what it's been feeding on. And then, I mean, you can actually take that out the stomach and redo your hooks with it. So, instead of us sitting nicely with a pole with your line tied to the end of it, which is very pleasant, but it stops you doing anything else, what we're going to do is do night lines. All the hooks, okay, are running at spaced intervals. When we throw that, we bait these hooks, and when we throw the thing in, the weight at the end will bring it down so. You see?
Allergic? Of course you're not. Come on, Rambo, tough guy. You're not living up to your reputation.
I ain't got no pencil.
Onto that big one. No, the big one.
It's in. No, I lost my balance. The boot went in again.
Whoops. See what you mean. Whoops, and another one.
This end's going in the water, this end's going over there.
Okay. Right, well, no, well, why don't we tie this end to the tree and then you can hold that end while I take my boots off. And then I can
So I was going to
hold
tie
it
this
back.
end to the tree. Well, all right, so then. You have to go it that way. Don't get this tangled up, for God's sake.
Are you going to come down here? God, it's cold.
You have to go in first.
Whoops, I'm only going to do it very slowly because the bottom is very stony.
Right. That's it, hold it up. Don't let it drop, can't you?
And you go...
Slow.
Phew! Why won't... Gary, just first tell me why it won't go in.
Do you want me to go in there?
Why can't I just throw it over there? What's wrong with that?
Well, go on then. Hold it up. Let me
How
get
far do you want me to throw it? How much string is there?
right to the edge. That do.
You're very gallant, I must say.
Good
Thanks.
again, yeah.
No, just walking in cold rivers, that's all. Don't worry. And you can do it next time, right? That one's got to go in tomorrow, and you can do it.
Okay, what we're going to go into now, like, is fire lighting, and it's easy if you follow a couple of basic rules. You've all got a knife, tinder, and by tinder I mean anything that takes a minimum amount of spark. Okay, cotton wool, you've all got that in your kits. Have you still got some left? Now a source of that, if you all check, okay, in your belly buttons, okay, you get tons of it. Put it all together and you'll have more than that. Be like haystack here come Friday, okay? So that's your first source. Okay, the reason you won't get a fire going is your knife is not sharp enough to do that. So just keep it shaving the wood, bringing it back slightly, and making feathers. Okay, if you can do that, many of them will get the fire going. That's the secret. Don't just do a couple and burn them, because these are burned like anything, before you get your main fuel on. So spend a bit of time shaving your wood. It burns like anything, do lots and lots and lots. Okay, get everyone doing it. Get a good pile going, and then we can't foul. Okay, while I'm doing this then, why do we need a fire?
To get dry by.
Okay, to dry
warm.
up, yeah.
Warm.
So,
I'll keep warm and cook
to keep
food.
warm, yeah. Okay, when we say to keep warm, what it does, like the body, to keep warm, like it converts food to heat. So if you've not got a lot of food, there's not a lot to convert. So by lighting a fire, you're supplementing calories. As soon as you can, light your candle. Once you've got your candle lit, you can get a fire going. Now you don't use a lot of the candle, I'll just let that burn. With no wind blowing, I'll use a very small amount of that, okay? Now, a fire triangle, remember, you need fuel, we've got lots of fuel. You need heat, there's a candle, you need oxygen. Okay, now, by building the wigwam around it like this, I'm drying the wood, and I'm also making a chimney effect, okay? I'm getting draft. Okay, so you see these burning, it's common sense, really. Once you've got these burning, lots and lots of them, even if the wood's slightly damp, you'll get a fire going, okay? It's as easy as this.
Hold it.
Oh,
We're going to light that. We're going to light that
that's on the edge.
Look at that down. Where are you going? You promised us last night it's not going to rain.
This is only a heavy dew, look. It's
Heavy dew.
good fire.
Yeah, great. I'd have put it out if it was so warm. Look, someone left their socks out to dry.
How'd you get on last night? Dry?
No. Still coming through. Sleeping bag soaking.
I said it's the first time I've ever had a wash before I got out of bed.
You're going to use the mint for flavouring, obviously, but if you've got an upset stomach, you make an infusion of the mint, exactly as you'd make lemon tea. You take charcoal from your fire, okay, smash the charcoal into powder, get what would be a tablespoonful, eat that, and then swill it down with the mint. What happens is the mint settles the stomach down, the charcoal absorbs the gases and toxins that are producing you to have an upset stomach in the first place. All clear? There's no problem. That's even better. Now, if you went to the doctor just with an upset stomach and nothing else, you probably wind up with a prescription for this white stuff that has the consistency of chalk and smells of peppermint. And that's exactly what it is. Yeah? And charcoal is more effective than chalk. All right, that's an upset stomach. This is if you need a purgative or dewormer. Make an infusion of those, all right? And it works fairly rapidly. So the best thing to do is before you drink this is get your running shoes on. Yeah? Take it with you, find a position, yeah. Okay? And then take it in sips. Don't gulp it down because you'll end up inside out. Take it in sips. And what'll happen is it stuns the worms. Yeah? These worms don't lie in your stomach eating ham sandwiches. They'll have a job out here anyway. All right? What they do, a lot of them hook on. Yeah? And it stuns them. So they let go. Then you've got a purgative. So you splash them out all over the woods. What you want to do then is get them up because it's good bait. Yeah? All right?
And rules for using the snare, okay? We say a fist wide, 4 fingers high, and securely anchored. And the way we use this, for large game, we take them by the neck. Sorry, small game by the neck, large game by the foot, okay? So we can trap anything with that, as long as it's strong enough. Now, to make this more efficient, we put it on a mechanism. And the mechanisms include mangle, dangle, tangle, and strangle. We're going after deer now, okay? It'd be very hard to get a deer around the neck, and it's very hard to bait the deer because of its eating habits. It's on roots and shoots, it can graze anywhere. When we go into the meat eaters, we can put bait on for them and take them. Okay, pull this down, look, I've got a switch here, very strong. Keep your head out of the way as you're setting this one. It comes down, and it goes underneath. Can you all follow that one? And across the track, it's a stick. Okay, and it's keeping that in line. I nearly went up with it then. That's why you keep your head out of the way, okay? So be careful, keep your head out of the way as you're doing it. You know you're getting weak because you finish up going up with a blinking spring, you know. Okay, prop him open. Now, can you see the stick is retaining the trigger? Now, this is going to be used as a foot snare now. Now, this is not a good snare to use because it's only covering that much. But can you imagine a long one? Okay, it can be as long as you like, made out of paracord. Okay, a long, drawn one like that across the track. The animal comes along. Okay, treads on there. Okay, up it goes. That's going to gather around its leg. And hanging up there, not too happy, he's going to be, could be a 300-pound red deer, you know what I mean? So if you've got game hanging up there, what you've got to do then is get him down. No problems? Okay, you've seen so far a tangle, a dangle and a strangle. This is going to be a mangle. On this trigger bar, the bait bar here, you've got a piece of bait really firmly anchored, okay? That's on there, and the game comes along, sniffs your bait, goes in, starts attacking it.
Because they were initially in 2 groups of 3, and now they form themselves into 1 group of 6. They're not finding their positions in that group at all.
Yeah, and also, like, in a 3, you know, there's always, like, they're pairing up, so always someone stood out. And so what they've done, they've moved around, and they've always got a different companion, you know. There's only 2, we think, that are struck a level, and that's Henrietta with...
Poppy and me.
I've got my doubts about that John, right?
You could get people's backs up, you know.
Yeah.
You know, if you was at the end of your tether, some of the remarks he makes, you know.
Yeah, that's probably why Gary wanted to move. And poor old Sylve, fallen in the river. Wet through
She
last
cut her
night.
eye, did you see?
Cut her eye,
Quite,
she?
yeah, graze here, she fell over on a stick or something, you know.
Did she?
Yeah, it's only a blemish, you know. She's going to knock herself about, I think, you know.
Yeah.
She'll finish up like Bruce Walcott, you know. Little lumps and bumps, you know.
Well, I mean, she got more guts than any of them to come on something like this at 47. 47, is she?
Yeah. Never been camping before.
Never been camping?
She knows what a tree is now.
Yeah.
No, never been camping. She went to Australia once. She's got relatives there, but...
Yeah, she was on about the bushfires.
This is all new to her, so she's doing all right, is she?
Yeah, I think so. I think
She's always laughing. And a lot of people fall in that river and that would have been it for. They would have stayed there, you know. Yeah, she's all right.
Stingies.
You have to come in this side, Mark. Oh yeah, I can see that. The other side of the net.
Yeah. The net.
No, I don't. Sylvia, just hang on there and hold that rope, yeah? Just make sure it's all right. Yeah. You won't need to get wet at all unless Mark gets snagged up. Okay. Give that to Sylv. Yeah, hang on. You still got rocks on the bottom. Look. Oh, that's all right. You've got one tied on there. Look, Mark, it's got stones on the bottom, look. Just put that down. Give that to Sylv. Snag the net, Mark.
I know whichever way you go, the smoke follows.
The shelters leave a bit to be desired. They've got wet twice now. You get wet a couple of times, then you start thinking, well, how can we improve this?
You should learn by your mistake. You know, once make a mistake, make it, because you might not get a second chance. You know, you could survive here the rest of your life. You know, they got water, they got food. You know, so indefinitely. I mean,
they're doing it, aren't they? They're acquiring food, which is probably one of the most difficult things to do, and they're doing that.
God, I can feel something really going at it.
Hey.
Got it. I think. Nice and furry, yeah. Take it in bed with you.
Rip it up, man. Just rips up. Yeah. Rabbits are easier than squirrels to do.
No, it's bigger.
Yeah, they're easy. Should be quite easy, rabbits.
Was that the first time you checked them today, or did you check them earlier?
Check them earlier on.
Oh,
So we've
so
got
it's
this
pretty fresh then.
Hey, still warm, doesn't it feel?
Still warm. Is it?
Warmer inside.
Well, it is.
It's warmer inside.
Yeah, it is.
It's got a good coat on it too.
No, it looks to me like it would weigh about 5 or 6 pounds.
Oh, yeah, it's quite heavy.
Gone through the prison. No, I haven't. Straight down the back.
Oh, you've torn it.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
Should we leave that on? Looks a fat now, does it? I have to help that one. Take the arms out and then the arms.
Just do that.
Take
We're not
your shoes
eating
off.
it yet. Take your shoes off.
Yeah, we have to switch it out of the
Keep
back.
them for good luck.
Is that drinkable water? I think that one. Isn't
Yeah.
That one is
Yeah.
drinking water, yeah.
Turn its head away so it can't watch this one.
Why, you want it looking at you?
No, I don't mind it looking at me. You've got away with instruments, Gary.
She's a bloody butcher.
Unless you're saving rabbits' feet, are you?
No.
You could hang that up somewhere. Trophy, first one.
There we are. That'll be a warning to the rest of them.
Food, Mark. Food.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you know?
I was with it.
It's better than the Ritz, isn't it?
No, we left them till the
It's
last
better than the
minute.
Ritz.
So
Mushrooms and rabbits.
Yeah.
Eel.
that eel hasn't even boiled yet.
Ian?
We'll have the eel
Where
stew.
are we going to put this one now?
Hang on now, let's go.
We're not going to cook it
We're not going to do that with that now.
No,
we might as well eat that now.
Chuck it straight in the other pot.
If we eat this now, we can have that for a stew tomorrow, innit? We're
Yeah.
not
That's
bogging
what
it
I
all
said.
down
We
at
don't want it
once.
all today.
We've got fish for
We got
tonight.
trout today, yeah?
We'll have to eat them before tomorrow.
Yeah. They're already gutted, everything.
Yeah.
Quite a luxury, this, isn't it?
I said it's better than the Ritz, isn't it?
And tonight we get some dandelion for the trout and salad.
On trout tonight.
4 legs of it.
Everybody's going to want to do this.
Yeah. Whole idea, isn't it?
How do you want it?
Front legs up. With in there.
We've had lots of cases where people initially, like, they say, oh, I couldn't do that, I couldn't eat this. We find them people, towards the end of the week, they're always in the front of the queue.
No, it's very tasty. I like soup.
Lovely.
Whereas the other person who sort of applies common sense and he's willing to try anything, you know, you see them, they're pretty level all the way through. But we find extremes change, you know. Timid people become bolder, and in some cases bolder people come, you know, they're not so sure of themselves at the end of the week, you know, they seem through, they've been like, been put on the front, and you see the true nature emerging, you know.
Well, you're not a fish eater,
Gary just eats raw eggs and
Raw
what was
fish.
the other
He
thing?
likes
Raw
the
eggs.
fish raw.
Oh, raw reptiles. That was the other thing.
Raw reptiles.
Gary,
They've already got stuff. Cold poppy.
is that a snake?
Really nice and warm, thank you. I look cold.
You look dressed up as though you want to be cold with all the fire around.
Well, I just hope, you know, just in case I'm cold, it is. Another cup of tea.
We could all go home with fox furs, couldn't we?
Fox furs, they're worth a fortune now.
We could make money out of this deal.
Hang on, my cups.
If we kill enough rabbits, we can line our tents with
I've
rabbits.
got the cup. Look.
Live
Go
in
on.
luxury.
Anything we catch this week or can utilise, we take to the island. So, bedroom slippers.
Mitts, earmuffs.
The island, didn't really think much about it, what sort of place it would be, really. I don't generally visualise things very much because they're never what you expect.
I usually go into it thinking of what it could be at its most miserable. So then if it's fine, it's always a bonus, you know.
One of the main reasons of me coming in the first place was the fact that I wanted a challenge. You know, I'd had enough of London life for a bit, and I wanted to do something totally different.
I don't think we really knew what was expected of us. We knew we were here to survive. I mean, that was what we were trained for.
I think modern technology has taken a lot out of life. It would be nice to get away from it, but having said that, I'm a consumer along with everybody else.
Well, that's all part of the challenge, isn't it? Getting off the island. That's what we aim to do. At least in the end, at the end of it all, you can say, well, we got off the island, you know.
The highest point is about 160 feet.
Where do they have round buildings like that? The island's over miles.
Plenty here, Paul.
Yeah. Plenty.
Speedboat there, looking, little blue flower.
Yeah.
I thought that was a lavender, it's not though, is it?
No. No.
No. Right,
Yeah.
Find somewhere like that.
Yeah.
dig underneath, completely encase it with stone
Stone, which there's plenty
and mud on the
around.
top of it, and they'd be warm as well then, not only rain and wind, but warm. I mean, look at this for bracken. You could have 4 foot of bracken.
Yeah.
It'd be soft.
You just keep pushing it in, and then you go into it like an hamster.
And if you get hungry, you can eat it in the night.
Yeah, and your mate as well if you come across him.
But that offers good protection.
Yeah, it does.
Excellent. And dig down a bit. Get the earth out. What earth get out?
Pile up.
Chink all the stones around the side.
There's loads of stone here.
And then start roofing it. It wants to be on the lee side, you know, southwesterlies being the prevailing wind. So anywhere, you know, on the northeastern side, fine. Southwesterly that direction, the wind's going to come from, so that's ideal. Plenty of stone, plenty of bedding, good water, but bad for fuel, Paul, yeah?
Yeah, bad for fuel. Yeah, we might go round the side there.
Sure,
And there'd be
we'll
bags
find
of
it.
fuel.
I mean, in
we've not looked yet,
open land.
you know.
Yeah, well, we'll have a mooch that way and
So,
see.
there might be a lot of fuel.
To our quarters we had, bringing our stuff about for us.
Yeah, Pop.
You're on top of the world. We established this place as our emergency RV for the moment.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, why not?
Then we can, perhaps we can all go off in twos and look for a suitable place for shelter.
Where are you going?
You're going over that way, are you?
Yeah, we're going to go over that way.
They're going that way. We're just straight ahead.
What's good about it?
It's nothing brilliant, it's just... there's nothing at the top there, nothing.
Nothing wrong with there?
There's just a slight dip, and because it's this side of the wall, the wall obviously keeps some of the wind out.
Yeah, a bit further up, about halfway up there, there's a sort of quite a few sort of rocks that come, large rocks that come out, and then there's a sort of dip bit as well, which is quite good. But
Looks bored, yeah.
well, no, it's quite sheltered in that little bit. But as you say, there's nothing to build it with really. But we can use these ground things, can't we? I don't know if I'm not going to use those.
We're probably going to have to get that wood from the beach, I think.
Yeah. this one might just do. We'll tie two bits together.
That's what he warned us about.
And that too,
Well, if we use a solid one each end, one of these solid ones, and then use the thinner ones
in the middle.
in the middle,
Yeah.
perhaps. Secure, I think.
So I think we've got to get that with that anyway, haven't we?
Are we going to get, with the timber we've got, we're going to get down that line about?
What will that do?
Well, if we lay it across, it's something.
Or we could lay it over
Light.
over the plastic bags. We could lay it over the plastic bags. That's a good idea.
Oh, we've got a front door and a back door.
Something fall over.
Some ideas
What we
for
want is a roof.
To me, it's not a game. Not really. Because I've been trained to survive, and that is what I'm here to do. You have to live, you have to keep yourself going. So, although we know it's play acting in a way, to me, it's a live situation. You know, I know if there's no fish tonight, I don't eat tonight. That's not a game, that's serious to me.
Shut this window some more, mate.
Yeah, I shut it this morning.
Hiya, Ma. Right, you. Are you with us?
No.
Oh, I got a sore throat. Been bent from last time. Hey?
Probably down the beach.
Where you going down there, mate?
Start.
Yeah, come on. Let's go pull some gear up.
Some string.
Morning.
No, it's not. It's not a good morning, anyway.
Looks like a parasol mushroom there, Paul.
Yeah.
mushroom up there. We'll have a look at that one, eh? Let's have a look at this one.
Yeah.
It's got a base. Nice one.
Yeah.
The best recognition feature of this one is the detachable ring. It just slides up and down.
Yeah.
Excellent. We'll add that one tonight, Paul.
Yeah, and that mushroom over there.
I think it's mushroom, whatever.
Or is it one of these...
Just check what colour gills he's got, Paul.
Yeah. He's... Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's good.
No vulva, lovely.
Give him room for next year.
Oh, there's plenty of these around. Smashing. Well, there's one, there's two. There's some good puffballs here.
Old mushrooms again.
Yeah. As long as this one's pure white, Paul, we're
Yeah.
gonna feast.
No problem.
Beautiful.
No problem.
Full of protein there.
Like I say, if they...
There's lots of these.
If they starve on this island, well...
Yeah.
Sting nettles don't smell, do they?
These do.
Yeah, well, if we dry it, at least we can get a cup of tea.
Yeah, it's true.
And what we don't use today, we can dry off for tomorrow.
Yeah. I'll go with this rabbit we're going to get as well.
Got a bag, Father?
Come?
Got a bag for these?
No.
It's not far to come, is it? Leave the rest to stay fresh.
It's like Carmyle. Unusual place to find chamomile.
Yeah, it's right in the beast, eh?
Yeah.
Just like I can for this to a pint of water, make an infusion.
Yeah.
Make a soothing brew, cup of tea.
It's an excellent tea.
Yeah, it's unusual to find it down here, isn't it?
I wouldn't have thought they'd been down there.
No, just shows you. And I mean, the amount of earth there to survive.
to sustain it.
Imagine.
Wow. This island's full of surprises.
Yeah.
Better idea.
Which way round was it? They don't look quite like pools, do they?
What do you mean? It looks much better.
Oh, better, yes. I just said they didn't look like it. We don't have that much food at any one time to warrant a bigger fire for cooking on. However, that's all going to change, isn't it, Sylvia?
Pardon?
It's all going to change.
What,
I was just saying we
like
never have enough food to cook a lot in any one time, but that's all going to change this week.
Oh, definitely.
Look at that.
Great.
I just got it from that stream there.
Watermint,
that is.
peppermint.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely, yeah. Have some of that pie.
Yeah. Well, I've got enough here for now. We can pick it as we need it, yeah?
What about this shiny leaf?
No.
Spurge.
Yeah, looks like
Right. Any shiny
Dodgy.
leaf is dangerous.
dodgy.
Leave that one then.
They're all soft, but it's no good.
That's no good.
No, that one's
That
no
one
good.
makes compost.
Why is it no good?
Because it's soft inside.
But it's not slimy inside.
That one is.
It's not like those ones on the
They'd be quite eat those ones, they're good.
Why not?
Powdery inside. You can't, they've got to be white all the way through like that.
I'll believe
Otherwise
you.
you can't eat them. I should.
at the moment.
Puffballs come up very quickly though, so there might be more.
Yeah,
I did see there are some more over there.
Fields and fields of them. So
Are they? Oh, great, because those are, I mean,
We just
so
didn't pick
far
any more.
It's half and half, so
Yeah.
it's quite good.
There's the race you were talking about, Loch.
Oh, I'd be good for fishing here, Paul.
That's it then, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the
You
place.
see the way that calm water comes into the
Yeah.
rough? Yeah.
Looks a lovely place to fish off as well.
Oh, I can get down
You
there.
can get down there,
Sure.
no problem.
No, that's looking good.
Might be a bit of a scramble. We're going to have a look, shall we?
Yeah, sure. Watch your foot in here, Paul. It's a bit loose.
Yeah. Seen. It is a bit loose, isn't it?
Oh, it's a lovely bay over there as well, Paul.
Yeah. This is a spot loft down here.
Ah, it's lovely. We're sheltered from the wind as well. Oh, it's a picnic area. Plenty of bird shit down there.
Yeah. Yeah, this is where the rascals are.
Oh, this is ideal, isn't it?
Yeah. Good fishing.
Plenty of limpets, Paul.
They're good to eat, you know.
Yeah.
But we have these are even better loft, aren't they? The winkles.
What you got, mate?
Winkles all over the place. Though.
And the thing with these, as long as they've got a trapdoor, they're all bivalves. As long as that trapdoor's in place,
Check that's in place, yeah.
if that's removed at all, the thing's dead and decaying, and some of the worst poisons in the world come from seafood.
See, when you pick it up, they retract. Do you see what I mean? So when you pick them, you check that they're alive. But one bad one can throw you, you know, give you a really bad time.
Well, Paul, I reckon we could live here indefinitely.
Yeah.
We get fed up with each other's company, but
We have to get a mermaid each, yeah? And do some plastic
what.
surgery on the bottom half.
if we look close enough, we'll probably find one here, Paul. There's everything else.
Yeah, right.
Oh, there's water here, Paul.
Well, they've got to be, haven't they? Coming off the feature.
Come off, yeah. It's running there.
Yeah.
See if it's brackish. Not too bad, yeah.
It's all right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's okay.
Let's see if we can find out
Where's
what's
that
coming out of the
coming
ground, eh?
from, Yeah.
Spring.
It might, it's probably a spring, it might just be a runoff.
How's it going?
Yeah, right.
Good.
Hit you over the head with Lossie when you get too...
That's for beating the
Too
flames
familiar.
out, that is. When he gets too warm.
Oh,
Oh, you're
great.
all right.
Sleeping well. What time are you getting up, like?
a bit hard. Not very
No, that's it. Well,
No,
relax.
it doesn't matter.
It gets dark.
Yeah, it doesn't
Actually,
matter.
we're spending about 15 hours in bed.
What you going to do with that pop with that telephone?
I told you. I hit you over the head with it.
Hey, no, Mark's okay, is he?
Spanking your
That's right, you. That's word
That's what I was thinking.
association, that is.
all our food at this point. In fact, this is for him.
I thought it might be his spoon or something, you know. With all the food on here, like, you know.
His mouth's not that big. Getting that way. But
So you enjoying yourselves, are you?
yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Yeah, good.
Ah, it's a lovely island.
Everybody else okay, Poppy?
Yeah, I think so. Gary's a bit pissed off not doing anything.
Is he?
Yeah.
He likes to be getting on and doing things.
Well, it's getting to work, you know what I mean. Plenty to do.
That's a different matter.
Yeah, right. It's all right talking about it, doing it's another thing.
Yeah,
You're not
right.
forgotten, you like, but...
Oh,
we thought we wouldn't see you for a week. We were
Yes,
getting
we're
quite happy
quite
about it.
Okay.
it's in a bit, eh?
See you later on.
Have a nice day.
We'll just go this way and see what you've missed.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to put electric light on there, like to get bulb going.
Pardon?
Have you tried this flat in there?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Hello, good to see you.
How's it going in?
All right. You ever seen Mark in your travel?
Mark, no.
Oh, you
This
over
is
that
partner.
way. Thought you might have
He went off on his own. He's been
No, we've been over here.
He's an
He
awesome
How
said,
long
boy.
ago?
he said he was only going for about an hour.
So we go up there and come back.
Well, if he's fallen off the edge of the cliff, we can eat him.
Well, I know
We decided on a day like this, as long as people are in sight of us here.
Must always, assumption again, like, must always stay in pairs, like, you know, we insist on that. I'm not going to panic yet anyway, so, but it's best waiting for him to bet so we can, okay, explain it to everybody.
What did he say to you when he went?
I wasn't here.
I mean, he was all right, was he?
He's not
Right.
very chirpy.
Isn't he?
He's not? Why not?
Well, I don't think he's
Not
very
as
happy.
chirpy as normal, no.
No, he's not normal. Put it that way.
But he hasn't even got a shirt on.
Still got down that ox. That's
What's
what
he
I've
got?
done.
He hasn't got his shirt on, it's in the bag.
Has he got his coat?
What only got on Sylvie's?
Pardon?
What it's just his shirt?
I don't know what he's got on. No, he hasn't got that grey shirt on. But
What about his top? He's got a colour top, is he?
He hasn't got the one you...
he's got his jacket, I think. There's no jacket in there. Now, what
Have you
colour?
got the emergency RV? You've done the ERV?
The RV's at the top of the...
Yeah, whereabouts is it?
Top.
On the high ground?
Top of the cliff, yeah.
Somebody check that.
No, he went the other way. He wouldn't be that way.
We'll be back in about an hour, okay?
Right, we'll eat them.
Yeah. See you later.
Cheers.
I hope old thing has found enough puffballs to
Probably eating
feed us all.
Probably why he's on time. Dragging his stomach back.
Do you think we ought to go and look for this bit?
I don't know where, but it's because he's gone over there.
Well, if he was going anywhere else, he said to tell us. But he's been a long time over there, hasn't he?
Are you going to be about an hour then?
Well, as long as it takes, really.
So do both sides, like, all the way around, okay? So what I suggest, like, 2 and a 3, right the way around the edges, like, we'll walk up the middle. Yeah?
Right.
Well, we've been across the middle,
We've been through the middle.
right through this
We've
field
just
and the
been
next
through
field,
there.
and there's no ways in any of those fields.
See him if he goes sleep or
No,
something.
we've been down.
If he's a bloody sleep, he'll get a damn good idea off of me.
What you've got to watch is this side. Watch when you're on the sides looking down. That's what you've got to watch.
Well-
Where the rabbits have been, like,
Yeah, where the rabbits have been, because it'll erode.
Yeah, well, we haven't been that
Right.
near the edge, obviously.
But that's, I mean, if you've been through the middle, then obviously...
And we've came along there, right away along the bottom, and he's not along anywhere along there.
Oh, yeah,
So,
you
I mean-
do it again, you go around that way, like, go around the coast that way, okay? And keep in, like, and...
3 and 2,
Where's the
and
others?
then we'll take...
Why don't,
We'll
if
go
you,
straight
look,
over
let's,
the
let's,
top there, like
if this is a serious situation, why don't you two split us up and come with each group, give us some
go on
support?
there, like, and we'll carry on
I think
this
that'd
way,
be more
okay?
sense, because you know what you're doing
We'll
if
come
this
round
is
this way.
genuine.
Okay?
I mean, if you're setting us up, nobody's very amused.
You carry on around that edge and do that edge, and we look out this side, okay? So, how many, 3 of you?
It's 3 of us
Three of us here at the moment.
Okay. Right, you get away and do that one there, then, okay?
What happened, Mark? Why? What happened? Well, I walked too far.
I should think you did go too bloody far. I could have been round the bloody island twice and back before you got back.
Oh, bloody a day's been wasted wandering about.
What were you, trapped, were you?
Ain't bloody amused.
What happened? Well, I went to the other side of the island, yeah. First of all...
What are you smiling at, Lofty?
He's already told us. Has he?
Okay.
He's told you, isn't
Right, you get on with the bloody dinner because we're too tired.
Have a sit down there, like,
What's
we're
the what?
debriefing
I'll
on this.
shake you down now.
Hey, Ian, leave the gate. We want to be able to escape through there.
Good, I can go
Where
to
did
one
you
side.
go?
Right over the other side. Over there.
Well, we've been right over the other side twice.
Hey, Pop, come and have a sit
Guess
down there.
who's cooking the dinner tonight?
Can't trust him cooking it. He'll bloody eat it before we get
Well,
back.
you do everything tomorrow.
Good here, isn't it?
Okay, folks.
Nobody bloody knackered.
Was that bothered if I went off on my own this morning?
Well, I wasn't
So,
here.
I mean,
We go fishing.
I wasn't bothered
Those
by
that
it.
were
wasn't
here
here.
mentioned it to you.
But we had a check
We
it,
did
didn't
discuss it, because we said to you, Mark, let's go together, and you said, well, I'm only going over to the snare.
Well, you
and,
could have
and I
come
said
if
to you,
you
if you're going
wanted.
further than that, then come back and we'll go together.
I mean, I'd gone over there, so I see, you know, some of the mushrooms and the rest of the stuff I got in there, in the next field, so I went over, then I went over to the next field, and by the time I'd gone through the lot of it, I was over the other side of the island. So then when I was coming
Well,
back...
that's your idiot fault, isn't it?
These
That's
two
the whole
pulled me
point.
back.
You know, that's so stupid, isn't it?
Well, I mean, I wasn't affected anyway. I mean, I'm not injured. The point
No,
is, it's
therefore
just
you're
been used to
okay.
make a point, doesn't it?
Just let me
You're
have
on
my
your own.
say.
We've been
Okay.
halfway round
Hang tight, let me have a
the
say.
island.
I'll explain what happened today. What we hope to achieve, we see Mark on his own, okay? And so we thought we'd try and teach you a lesson. That's number 1 point. Okay, don't wander on your own. The weather's great today and it's easily to do. Sometimes you want to be on your own, you've got to get, you know, okay? Always keep someone with you, especially when the weather gets bad. So that was 1 point. Point number 2 was emergency procedure. We had to check your emergency procedures, okay? Now, we're a bit disappointed with them. I know you always think it's a ruse, and we promise you, after this, there'll be no, well, boy cries wolf, okay, be for real, get me? But you must take this serious. And it's the best way of shaking out your procedures is actually doing it, okay? As bad as it seems, it's very hard for us to keep a straight face, knowing that we're going to lose sort of credibility with you, but we had to do it. So we won't pull it again, you know, but
I hope you're right.
to shake you down.
Because I should be bloody off the island, because I
You
won't
know.
be pissed about. You know, I don't take it lightly. I think you could have explained the situation. You could have come straight over and said to Mark and to us, this is stupid, don't do it again.
Yeah, but what happens next
But
day?
you
You're doing it
wasted an
again.
afternoon of our time. If it pisses with rain tonight and tomorrow, and we're short of food, if we're short
Well,
of
we're
food...
not short of food, because I
Well,
brought the load back.
It's easy to blame. Easy to blame us onto that now.
No,
You
I'm
know,
not
for your
blaming
own
you. I'm just
experience,
thinking
like,
it was
no,
not.
but,
What I'm saying is I don't
fine
feel it
guy.
was a
Very nice.
constructive decision. Certainly not for me. I don't know how the others feel. But, I mean, to me, it was not a constructive decision. All it taught me was, can I trust somebody next time? I mean, I hope I can.
Well, that's fair enough.
But, I mean, you know,
It's
it's
the
going to
worry
make
with
next
me,
week's
worry.
time.
Yeah, you're a horrid pair of
But
men.
from our point of view, again, like, you know, can we trust you? This is it, you know. I mean, we told you, look, we told you always in pairs, okay? And even on a day like today, this is when things happen. You can't afford to go out on your own. Even on there, by the cliff's edge there, you fall over there, no one will know.
I mean,
like,
none
you
of us in our right mind
So,
are going to go
um,
over on the cliff edges on our own, are we? Or at least I
Well,
wouldn't.
it's assumption again. You might even fall down there. Like, you mustn't assume things. You must always be in pairs. Otherwise, you waste time. I tell you. You say you lost faith in us. We've lost a lot of faith in yourselves, you know. Yeah. If that was your emergency procedure, what we see is something is non-existent, you know. And it's a selfish attitude, you know. And you've got to go for it, you know. It's no good sitting here going, oh, he'd turn up. So it's a good shake-out for that. And,
You're not here, surely, I mean, maybe I misunderstand the whole thing. Are you here to put pressure on us?
No, but we are responsible
just
for
want you to
Fine,
go on.
fine.
Yeah.
Then you can
abysmal.
back us up with safety. Tell us where we're going wrong. Don't waste our time, because
But
time
it
is
was
valuable.
just to see how everybody reacted. I mean,
Well, I'm
we're
reacting
trying to teach you a
badly.
lesson.
So do you think-
Okay, would you go out on your own now?
No,
You know, this
but
is
then I
not-
wouldn't have
well,
done anyway.
We've achieved that point
That's
now.
right.
Oh, you
Yeah,
say
but
that.
we
you
wouldn't
say
have
that,
done
John.
anyway.
Will you allow
Who did
anybody
that?
else to go out on their own?
Well, you
That's
know,
what you
we're
don't do
all
it again,
grown-up
then. If you learn
people.
by your mistake, great.
Why did you make us chase all over? Because we said don't
We
go on
wanted
your
to see-
own, and he
we
said
wanted
I'm
to see
only
your
going
reaction.
over there.
They seem a bit leaderless, and that's why some things are not getting done with film. You know, if they had a leader and said, right, this is what wants doing, collecting the wood, getting the water, I think we see more production.
The other thing about not having a leader, if one of them's down, a leader would see that and give reassurance and bring back in. At the moment, somebody can be down, and because there's no leader, they're all sort of thinking of their own position. because they don't know the position. Because as soon as you've got a leader, everybody slots into position.
Looking on the plus side, they made themselves a food larder, nice pot hangers, spoons, ladles.
Yeah, that's good.
So that's good. Like, so they are doing things, although we're not catching them doing them. But they're some of the things they got signal fires out as well, which is a plus.
Yeah.
How good we don't know yet, but
they built a Yukon, and the Yukon's really for foul weather, and it's holding the heat in between the two shelters. They don't need to use that yet. They want an open fire, that they're going to get the benefit from the heat from the fire, yeah, and then go to the Yukon if it's foul weather, or if they were worried about really bad cold weather, they should have built the shelter over the Yukon. They don't seem to have grasped that at all, do they?
that's quite snuggly though, weren't they? Sitting there out the wind.
Yeah. But I mean, there was a natural, that wall, the big high wall.
As long as the wind stays as it is now and don't move, they're
okay.
They're quite snug.
Yeah.
But they've still got big chinks in the wall, like they could plug it with mud. Lots of mud around there, they could always fill all them gaps. Because even today, like, the oil wind's whistling a bit.
I think, mate, the last time we did that. Sorry, I've missed that bit. I've probably stepped on each other. Do you want me to swap over to your own radio ID, encryption on, and okay, swapping over now, stand by. Okay, transmit. Yeah, that's
Dog. And the merry men.
So they're still there, Paul.
If they're still here, they probably escaped by now.
Oh.
Good morning. The gates. Do what?
How are you?
What?
Warming up?
Yeah. It's a lovely day, isn't it? Again. Beautiful.
Lofty's been having words with the man above.
All good. On three. Madame Peggy.
Good morning.
Morning.
Top of the morning to you.
They got an excellent pot hanger here. Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea.
Well, morning.
Hey. Oh yeah, great.
Yeah, they're fine.
Oh, but does it matter if they go dry like that?
It's past its best, you know.
Yeah,
The
well,
thing
we
is-
picked it like that.
Yeah. See, you can dry these.
Oh,
Yeah. You know, you just string them over the
fire.
eye up over the fire.
Yeah.
Past its best. But,
Are they still edible?
oh yeah, you can still put them in a stew. No problem. They're not
What about
infested,
frying
are they?
them? Did you do that?
Yeah.
Did you try that this morning?
Might be an idea. Have you had a fry up yet? With the oil?
No, not with the seal. Look, more of your house.
Watch the house, please.
It's the two little piggies in that house over there.
We're going to make this shelter so enclosed that we're going to have to cut the holes through the bloody roof to get in here. By the end of next week, we won't be able to get out. Or not be able to get in, or vice versa.
I think anyone on this island, well, you can't help but survive here, quite honestly. Might make some mistakes and be uncomfortable, but you soon sort it out, and every day it takes some people longer than it will, say, trained people.
They've got it in their minds that it's going to be a fortnight, and the girls are quite happy because they're getting food. It's not that cold. They're quite happy to just carry on to the fortnight. And
Well, they could last their Christmas
that's
parties,
where
but
that's where we can't make it that real. That's where the realism has to stop. Yeah, unfortunately. But they're surviving, and they're surviving in style at the moment. You know, we taught them about preserving calories and calories are currency, but then it's very easy to use that as an excuse.
They've got to get about.
Oh, I don't want to do this because I'm conserving calories. Sometimes you don't conserve calories, you've got to go for it, and they've got to escape from this island.
That's sure to go down the middle. That's about right, isn't it? Well, you're going to smash up his fence with his... Oh, what? Sorry. It's hang over a bit there, so... We're going to need building up a bit more.
Okay, and how are you going to light them?
Off the fire.
Okay, you've got a fire going there all the time, yeah? And
Fire going all the time. We've got candle oil under there,
yeah.
which we know burns well.
You got a wick in that or anything?
The old bracken is all dipped into it
Okay,
underneath.
yeah.
It's fairly dry.
Okay.
And some wood round it. It needs a bit more wood round it.
Yeah. What we'll do, like, what you need, like,
Make it worthwhile.
by day you need smoke.
Yeah.
So you want some green material, probably them bracken ferns.
Yeah. And
So a
some
pile of
heather
that
we
here
thought.
as well, and heather, yeah, anything green. And by day you want a flame, a big flame. So you want lots more wood.
Just wood.
And then you want a touchdown point, okay? You want a place, indicate it. It's got to be away from this because you can imagine downdraft and motors.
Yeah.
All this is going to whip up, get secondary damage. So in a place where it's flat, clear, away from the fence, and you don't want all the smoke. If you made a lot of smoke, it's got to be offset. So I would go for a variety of touchdown places, indicated by stone. Get your rock, lay them out into a cross, and
There's
in
one
the
here
field,
somewhere.
white
There's
stone.
a stone cross over there somewhere.
Okay, well, we've seen it, but it's not clear enough. And you want to start writing messages with the rock as well, yeah? You know, you don't want it to land here.
No,
So
no.
you get all swirled up and dust. So go for the field there.
That's why we built it here. Because
And
there's
one
more wood
offside,
round.
and lay your stones there, yeah, across. Yeah, but I would definitely cover them up,
Yeah.
build them up,
We've got a bit complacent of late because the
Good
weather's been
first.
rather nice.
sure.
Each day we're saying, oh, it's not going to rain today.
Okay, I think you've got to expect rain now
Oh, yes.
and
Yeah.
cover them points up.
Yeah, fine.
Yes, wants to be 20 yards big, get me? And contrast it, line it with rocks and contrast it with a heather. Get me, dig the surf away and try and get a contrast and they see that. See, I mean, that won't appear as anything from the air, really. And, you know, where the cross is touchstone point. So you want...
Well, they're not going to actually touch down on it, are they?
yeah, that's the idea of it. See.
Wow, I mean, it's all
See,
too
your signal's
bumpy.
there, look, and as long as it's downwind or out the wind, they come into wind, and that's his touchdown point, see? That's
Yeah,
what
we
you're
were
telling
sort
him.
of planning that they would touch down there, actually.
See, you've got hazards
Knock
there.
out
look.
those goalposts.
You want to touch down here, see? Get me?
Yeah, but
Tell
isn't it
right
too
away from
lumpy?
there.
No,
No,
this is fine.
this is
Oh,
fine.
I see.
This
Well,
is
we
no
thought it
wire,
was too sort
there's
of
no
bumpy.
The
wall.
ditch is a hazard, look. Yeah,
Yeah.
that wall's a hazard. This fence is a hazard. It come down here nicely, into wind. So your signal wants to be, you know, I say contrast it, like put a rock down and rip all this up and turn it over. So you've got your dark earth, you've got the
Oh,
light
right.
green, and you've got depth, shadow, and you've got the white rocks. And the S wants to be literally as big as, say, from Paul to here. As big as that, like great big S, yeah.
Yeah. What a pain in the arse you are, Lofty. We shouldn't have to ask you now.
Let me get this on sheet. Well, look, let's have a look at your rocks again. This is what they call getting your rocks off, isn't it? That look like just like a campfire from the sky. So a real big S and about 1 metre broad, yeah. And stuff like that, you've got to clear that. But it take a long time, it really will, yeah.
Took me
Yeah.
2 hours to do that, I think.
And you spelled it wrong, right? Full stops.
No full stops. Yeah, do you put the full stops in?
But any aircraft, no matter what it is, regardless, even fixed wing, if they see it,
Yeah.
although they can't land, they will.
Radio it in.
Yeah.
Right. Start again, Poppy.
Okay. They've got signal fires, they've got an SOS out, they've got plenty of food and they're warm at night when they're sleeping. So therefore, they've got the energy to build a raft. So you would get a raft because it's another way of getting off. And if the weather stays like this, there is a good chance you can get off with a raft.
The two choices, either we try and card it or we push it down there.
Or we let it down on one of the long bits of wire.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Can stretch how far?
No. But we've got about 4 or 5 bits here. Join them together. Yeah?
Yeah, that's extra bloody work again, isn't it?
Well, it's probably a lot easier than trying
string
to carry
here, isn't
eh? But that wouldn't be long enough, would it? All the way down there.
No. Yeah.
Well, this path isn't particularly safe in places.
It's worth breaking your neck for, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll carry it down.
You what?
I'll carry it down there.
You reckon? Without dropping it?
I'll try not to.
How do you want me to do? Tip it over?
Here you go. There's tons of stuff around. I mean, there's tons of food about. You can't go wrong with the food.
But you are tired.
Yes, I think inevitably.
Yeah.
There's a lack of green stuff on the island, although there's some seaweed. There's quite a lack of green stuff. So diet gets boring.
What else is
Puffballs. But that's the situation. So you have to work within the situation that you've got. And that's what I believe everybody's doing quite well.
Oh, I think we could survive here for weeks and weeks and weeks if we had to. But we know that, well, it's like the other time. When is it? At dark, we knew after a week we'd be away anyway. I mean, I know no matter what happens, after 2 weeks we'll be away from this place. Because there's so many, well...
But what else?
Slowed up greatly in 24 hours.
What else do you do in a survival situation? If you have no immediate ideas, or the ideas that you have in this situation are sort of squashed, then you get on to the next one.
Well, the way I see it, we might as well get on and do something, just in case nothing does happen. I mean, at least then we've got a choice, haven't we?
I get a feeling we're sometimes being wound up a little bit.
In what way? By the fact that there are no barrels, you mean?
Yeah, you know, or build a raft, do this. No, not so much the barrel. Get going on a raft, and you get going on a raft, and someone says, oh, I forget that, let's do something else. I mean, OK.
But obviously we need 4 barrels. We've got one and we want 3 more. I mean, there's no good sodding about, is there?
We don't have to get off with a raft, do we? I mean, we could hopefully signal a helicopter at appropriate time. It doesn't have to be a raft. I mean, if we were here for real, I wouldn't consider taking a raft across here. I'd build it over in the quay, but it's out of bounds. So we have to take the other alternative. There's 2 or 3 rather nice bays, but they're virtually a sheer drop to them. And whilst we probably could get down on a couple of ropes, it would be...
We've looked around there, and there's 1 or 2 bays, but it's impossible to get down there. You might be able to climb down if you're lucky, but getting a raft down there, getting the stuff down to build it, it's too shallow, too rocky, it would all break. The only suitable place, of course, is this, which is the opposite side of the island, like. Because we looked all around there about 3 days ago.
Just a little ripple.
You've got the cutters? Yeah.
Well, there isn't an awful lot we can throw together on this, I don't think.
Not really. just the barrel. But I think it'd be better if we've got the 4 barrels, if we're going to use 4, that is, not 2.
You can't use 2.
No, I know.
It's got to be 4.
Put the 4 down, lay this on top, and then lash them all together instead of having one sticking up in the air and then waiting, you know. We'll wait till we get the old 4. I think that's the best idea, so we can't do no more for a little while. So what do we do now?
Well, we go back and wander around the island.
Right.
Looking for barrels, or if anyone's got other ideas.
I mean, putting it straight, Steve, if you knew where they were, wouldn't it be better for you just to tell us and get on with it? Because obviously they're on the island somewhere.
Down in the other beach this morning. You know, and around that area.
Because there's all it's, well, you know, again, is all it's doing is making us more weaker, right? And tireder. And it's making it more hard work. I mean...
That's what it's about, isn't it?
Yeah, but that is what it's about, yeah, but, you know.
So what we're saying is, because we're getting so knackered, it's becoming more and more difficult to search different places for them. And if it's, say, down on a beach, and you've got to bring it up a steep beach, back over to this one, then it's less and less energy to build the thing, and then you've got to go out and the thing. It's getting more and more tiring every day, you know.
I think it's the feeling of being wound up that's got people a little edgy.
Yeah, I feel I've been wound up a little bit.
For by whom or for whatever reason, that is what is generally felt by the 6th.
Somebody might be stranded on an island like this, and it might be just the thing they want. They might not have a very good lifestyle back on the mainland, so they might not want to go back there. They might find, well, I've got food here, I've got no pressures. I mean, you've got that angle as well. There's all sorts of, it's very intricate. Most people would, eventually on this island, would be confined by it. They'd be walking around the outside of it, and a fortnight really doesn't tell that. It's the time scale, you see. The girls, you know, with the girls, a fortnight. They've got it in their head, a fortnight. Sit out a fortnight, that's it. You know, an helicopter will come along, they'll be lifted off.
Oh, missed.
In reality, you always got the decision to stay or travel. Initially, stay, lick your wounds, sort yourselves out, and then weigh up the chances of survival of anyone coming to rescue you. After a certain time, maybe a month, no one's looking for you, then you've got to do something about it. So I think in this scenario, we can accelerate that process and say, right, let's go and get help. You know, I think it's given them something to do, and it's given them an old lease of life, you know. It's a chance, and it'd be very interesting, I think.
Well, all this weather's like this, I think I'll stay. Bugger the raft. We'll just get a lamb in and get the potatoes planted, and we'll be all right. Be all right for the winter.
Don't throw the maggots away, that's meat. Good protein.
We ought to be collecting this water off the roof.
Actually, I'm planning to have a quiet sunbathe, really.
Yeah, where are you getting your water from now, mate?
Over that pool or down the cliff. If we're down there,
Yeah.
if we're down there, it's all right. It's the best one for drinking.
You said we didn't think John should go on the raft because he's too old. We thought we were being nice to you.
They're letting me off the raft. One consolation, I should be retired before the rest of you.
I'll be retiring next week. Retiring, but possibly not shy.
Really, you're going for location when you're in survival. Then you get all your kit together and then look at the options of escape. If there are no options for escape, you have to stay where you are. They have options here. They've already seen an helicopter fly over twice. That's livened them up into building fires. They've got SOS out on the grass. I would like to see whether Poppy was ready to light her fires because the helicopter actually passed directly over her. That would have been interesting. But that makes a point again. That helicopter's come over twice. The fires have been there, but they've not actually got to them in time to light them. So although you've got fires, even if you've got fires all over this island, you still need an alternative. In survival, you're always trying to get alternatives. So you have fires, you have SOS out, and you build a raft. If the weather's against you, then you've scrapped it. But it's therapeutic to do that, whether you're going to get off with it or not. And there's a good chance if this weather holds, again, I say, that they could get off with it, if they build it properly, that is.
No, we can work on it there.
Yeah. I got somebody to put a barrel in under there, so.
She might have something. It was a bite, wasn't it?
Yeah, let's get him right on the hook this time, if it is. No.
Oh, it was so disappointing.
Water's coming in too high.
I know, it's coming in too fast, isn't it? Nice ledge to stand on. I don't think I'll be coming down here again in a hurry. No. Even though good fit.
It was worth the effort.
Yeah, it was worth the effort.
It's hard work.
water. What we were going to do was that John and I were going to go and get the barrel from the other beach, the spare barrel, tomorrow morning, and then Gary and Mark were going to go down.
You come down to the beach tomorrow.
Go down to the beach and start on it while we bring the other barrel across from the other beach.
I'll stay in bed.
It'd be a better idea if John made a start on it, because he's got a more idea how it's going to be.
Said, but Henrietta says he wants to take him fishing tomorrow.
No, it's not Henrietta, it's me. It's all started off, as I said, I wouldn't mind spending a day fishing tomorrow, because I reckon you two could carry on with a raft. And Gary said he wasn't keen on the idea.
Because I wouldn't mind a day fishing as well, but I don't...
Well,
think about
all
it,
the
but-
men better go fishing, and the
Well, why don't
women
we
better
just-
get on with the work then.
Why don't we just all go fishing?
Does that mean you reckon fishing is
stop
not work?
What?
Does that mean you
No,
reckon
fishing
No,
is
you'd
work.
be letting yourself in for it then, wouldn't you?
No, I wouldn't mind.
Mum, I
See if
said
you
the
went
wrong
up, see
thing.
how many
No, I
fish
mean,
you get.
you have been saying, Mark, that you want to get on with it if it's there.
Yeah.
So,
Well, the thing is, you know, nobody has to make the raft, do they?
If you need an extra pair of hands,
Might
I'll
as
come
well.
down.
Well, nobody has to do the raft tomorrow,
No.
do they? So if nobody wants to do the raft tomorrow, then they can all do what they want to do.
No, we're all so keen on it at Bush now.
I know, but you've got plenty of time. Revolting, is it?
no, it's not
I think
revolting.
it's probably just a bit of a
To do
misunderstanding.
with some talk, isn't it? Or was it?
Well, it's boiled in salt water, isn't it?
Yeah, but then it was cooked in plain. Then you
Seaweed's all right.
Was it?
I think it would be best tomorrow if someone did get on with the raft while the weather does hold myself. Because if we start getting heavy rains, we're going to be in a bit of a mess, aren't we?
Yeah. Because we thought, first of all, remember, John, that perhaps two of us could get on with the raft, and then just little bits and pieces here and there. You know, we need the three of us, like. I was just thinking, we made such a fuss about getting the bloody barrels up till now.
Well, that's
We might as well
why
get on with it.
I thought with the work that's done so far, that the two of you could probably cope with it.
Do you?
I don't know, it's not my brother.
Oh, well, you can't plan anything then, can you?
I mean, I suppose, you know, do you want another one? I'm not ever keen on them.
Delicious.
Don't mind the seaweed, but, you know.
Well, we ought to organise something tonight, otherwise we get up tomorrow and we discuss the same things all over again.
That's right.
And if you don't feel you want to do it,
They obviously don't want to do it.
Is there any
together,
more in
John,
there,
so you
Ra?
have to do it with them or they don't do
Is
it
it
at
all
all,
gone?
seems to me.
say that again.
Do you get that feeling?
What's that?
You have to do it with them, otherwise they don't want to do it at all.
No, I'm sure they'll do it without me, won't you?
Doesn't sound like
I
it.
don't know if I want to do it.
Does it?
Yeah, we'll just be a bit longer, though, won't we?
What you're
Possible?
just the weeds. Yeah, I'm not worried about the fish. What you're saying is you can't possibly cope without me, is that it?
No, I'm saying they can't possibly cope without you.
Oh,
I
I'm sure
could
they
cope
can.
without
I'm
you.
sure they can.
God, this is ridiculous. This is worse than bloody town councils.
Right, round and round, round.
Thank you.
That's what decision making's all about, isn't it?
What about you?
The point is, we can't get on with it, John, but
They'd rather have you there.
we'll go on with it quicker if we carried on like
Like,
yesterday, innit?
Like,
We might as well
system
carry on
was
as we
going
were.
all right. That was the thing, isn't it?
Might as well, if something is
Drive
taking
cops
over
up,
quite
have I?
well, we might as well
You will
carry
do
on.
if you take a day off.
I wasn't going to take a day off. I was going to do some fishing instead. However, having said that,
No,
But I wouldn't mind doing some fishing,
I
but
have withdrawn all my ideas of going fishing and said I'd get the thing up with Henry in the morning because it definitely needs one bloke down there. I don't think it's
I don't
fair.
mind going down as well if you want.
Well, no, we'll take Henry down and you could go and make a start if you wouldn't mind. I mean, we're only talking about half an hour at the most, yeah? Is that all right?
All three of us might.
Right.
So lofty off on this, he looks just the part.
I feel it. Yay! I want to be in there. Okay, mate, I just want to touch on.
Sorry, have your foot.
It's all right.
Somewhere about there.
There?
Yeah, somewhere there.
Crossing underneath.
So what's this? Message in a bottle.
What's he saying, mate? Magic, isn't it?
Oh, bloody hell. I know the bastard who put this, yeah?
Read it out for us, would you?
No. I'll tell you my version of it. We scored 2 bloody tries against 3 penalties, had a player sent off, and a wanky Irish referee who couldn't... Oh, it's a gem, isn't it?
All the way from the other side.
That's a gem, isn't it?
Oh, dear.
That was a gem, isn't it? The way we fell for that.
Right, all take the strand together, this should be. Up. Come on, up. To me, 2-6. Oh, Cardiana. It's good. Let's know if you want to rest.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so when? 2-6. Up.
Who's up? Wait one.
Ah, come on, listen.
Right, you need ball pick.
Good boy, Gary. All right. 6 for that.
Retake.
6. 2-6. Up. Oh, we're ready for more. Okay, we'll have an anchor on here, like John, okay?
2.
Yeah, and let you run out a bit. And just get used to it. You'll have to get in deep water before you can use the scoop.
Yeah.
So paddle her out, keep it straight, either side, keep it going until you get in the deep, then start using it. Yeah?
Yeah.
And see if you can make progress again.
What's that one?
If we go over side of that, but it's a clear run then, I believe, John, you know. You say when, right? I'll give you out the launch, yeah?
Right.
Yeah. 2-6.
This way. Oh, you're going up the other way, right.
Next one in. Okay. 2-6. Again. On this one. 2-6. Up. Go. Okay, again. We've got left off. tight, mate. Oh, do you want to go, mate? We need a paddle. Another paddle. We need another paddle.
The fire will be out till we get there.
We'll give you the wind and the tide tomorrow, but the same sort of thing.
What, you've got beans for tea, have you?
And it's just, once we negotiate this headland, get out the bay, we start picking up a current running this way. Yeah, on the back end of this tide, running down to the north to take us around the headland. Yeah, and then we catch a tide, and hopefully favourable wind pushes into the land over there. But
Failing that,
we'll
call the helicopters.
We'll make fish go. No, you stand a real good chance on that, you know.
It's nice and stable as well.
Yeah.
Even in the wash.
What did you feel back there, Gary? Okay, mate?
Me? Yeah, it's perfect.
It's better be nice tomorrow.
Well, there's quite a wind blowing, so
It might
it
not
might even be better, you know. Yeah, I'm burning this side, look. That's a good sign, seaweed in your socks, look. No, I'm pleased with that raft, it's excellent, you know. You take enough supplies with you, I think you make America. Okay.
Little numbers, because I ain't
2-6.
Shifting this thing out of the way.
Again, 2-6. Good enough. Well, we're going to go and dry.
Yeah. The crew didn't go wet, then. Just the navvies.
Poor things. Well, it's lucky you've got a house.
He got wet.
No, we're sleeping tonight, Paul. Harbour lights.
Yeah, harbour lights.
If you got to be careful on these cliff edges. Anything can happen.
Yeah. Well, we better go and put the supper on. Other boys will be
Not too much for us, Pop. We're seeing a bit.
Right.
I see you.
They don't need us to do anything, do they? It's the first time I've seen you act sort of tired looking. Yes, well. Right.
But I was saying, it surprised me how we all sort of, got on together and got into it together, you know? How we all sort of get into things together, you know? And sort of just patting ourselves out, haven't we? What do you think?
It seems to me I've known you all for years.
I know.
In actual fact, it's only been about five weeks.
5 weeks?
Well, the actual weeks we've been together only 2, isn't it?
Only 2, yeah, but we first met 5 weeks ago.
5 weeks ago.
And I think it was better this time because we knew each other. I mean, the first time we went away, we hadn't even met. So at least we knew
Took us a few days to get to know each other.
Yeah, what type of people we were. It made it that much easier anyway.
Okay, my boot.
Animal. And we've been on our own a lot more this time.
I'm an animal, yeah, living out here.
And we've coped very well, I think.
Sure look like one.
I mean, none of us have starved.
Yeah, we all.
We've all got the work done. We've got good shelters. I think we've done remarkably well. I've learned a lot about myself.
Have you? What have you learned? I don't think
Well,
I've
let
learned
me say
anything
I've learned about myself. I've surprised myself.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, when I sat in bed last night and thought about what I did yesterday afternoon, it frightened me just thinking about it. It really did. Yesterday, those rocks. I mean, when I watch it on television, I think bloody idiots climbing up and down there. They kill themselves, and yet I did exactly the same thing.
There's not a lot of time to think about what's going on in the outside world because you're too busy getting through each day.
Making sure it's warm and making sure you've got enough wood and making sure you've got enough food.
By the time you've done all that, the day's over.
Yeah. And because it's dark and lighting's pretty poor, you go to bed and you sleep most of the night and wake up with the sun again.
And a sore back.
It's not been boring.
No. Apart from, I mean, you can't afford to get. I mean, you could get bored if you didn't do
Some
anything.
people would find it boring, I think.
But
well, I don't know. I mean, they were obviously not here, are they?
I wouldn't choose to spend my life like it. But that's not. Apart from Gary. I think these last 2 weeks I've been more tolerant than I usually am. Whether that's because I'm occupied.
Tolerant of what?
Of people.
Oh, us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm usually pretty intolerant of most people.
Yeah, you're not on your own.
And
Well, everybody has that problem, really, don't they? I mean,
I think because it's a different situation, you've got other things to occupy with. One doesn't get sort of too concerned, perhaps, with the irritations of other people. Whereas in routine life, the same irritations are there day after day after day.
But the irritations that are important in the outside world are unimportant here, but the irritations that aren't important in the outside world are more important here, some of them, aren't they? Like food, for instance.
Yes.
It's just like living a different life, really, isn't it? Altogether. You know what I mean? It's sort of different altogether.
Well, it's like, yes, it is. It's, I'm surprised how much that irritates me. Does anybody want any more of this? Try some more juice, Kerry?
No, I'm full up.
I'll have a drop. Are there any lumps in there?
I don't know, you have to wait and see.
See what sludge is in the bottom.
I'll have a drop.
All right. Anybody else want any more?
No, I'll wait for the coffee in the after 8 minutes.
Oh, I got the lumps. Do you want to swap mugs? You can have my lumps and I'll have your juice.
Sorry.
No? I don't really want them.
Yeah, I can smell it. I'll have them.
Anyway.
I'll have them then.
I'm reading the tea leaves here.
Are you off?
Don't talk about
There you are,
tea,
look,
it's
there you
out of
are.
fashion.
That's you.
You want to
See?
go over that side?
What does that indicate
It's a
then?
nose and eyes and that. Amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
It means you're going to go on a long journey.
Is it?
Not too long, I hope.
You mean America or do you mean heaven?
I can see lots of water here.
That's the thin stew. Do you think we'd all get on as well if we were here for a longer period together? No.
I think we'd, when things got
I don't
tough,
know, I
we'd
think
start
people get
bickering,
on
I
your
think.
nerves for a bit and then it wears off.
Or you just
doesn't
have
it?
an argument, tell them what it is, and
Tell them to sod off.
sod off. Yeah. Words to that effect.
Yeah, but you'll find if things
You'd
get
learn
hard
to
and
get
the
on.
weather
If
was
you were here
bad, you
for
get
6
all
months or something, you
wound
have
up.
to get on, because if you didn't, that would just be
Well,
the end of it.
I mean, you're bound to argue, aren't you? I mean,
Yeah.
life, isn't it?
Do you think if we knew there wasn't an end to it, we would work more
Well,
closely?
I think you might say
We'd
a
have
few,
to, wouldn't we?
few things that
Exactly.
you would want to say, but you don't.
You think so?
Mm.
I think that.
Morning, Ben.
Morning, gents. How are you?
Great. Nice day for it.
Bloody great, isn't it?
Tell you what, looks ideal.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think we had a swear a bit. I think we had a walk there looking at that walk. You might have to just whittle the handle to your liking, but it's not so bad, is it?
We ain't got time for whittling this morning.
No whittling?
No.
It's an old saying, whittle while you work.
You try rowing it.
2-6.
On the way, on the way.
Start pushing out, go for it.
Wait for the waves. No, you're all right. Go. Go for it. Get those paddles working. Come on. Come on. Paddle.
You have to work harder than that. Together. Dig.
Yeah, so will we.
Dig! Dig! Dig!
Come on, dig in! Ground lock.
Swim fast, doesn't it?
Well, they're making good headway, but I mean, if they were really digging in, they'll be out there. They'll be in America now.
Gary, you didn't have his mushrooms for breakfast this week.
Yeah, give them a bit of encouragement.
Row together!
And they're just like two Marines there, mate.
Harder!
Yeah,
Useless.
useless. Correct.
Going over hen to the.
Because if they're getting closer and closer to the rock.
No, they go straight out,
Straight out.
and then they'll be taken down the
Taken by
side
the
of the
current.
island. Okay. Then what they've got to do is start digging again to cut across into the tide that pushes them in on that bay.
On that beach,
Yeah. So that once they're out of this bay, they can relax and just go on the steering mechanism at the back. Yeah.
If they're lucky, they'll be in for an early entry for the New York Marathon.
Let's hope so.
Now. Now.
Sweetest little hizzer. Well, we can go back now, have breakfast.
I think it's such an achievement to have built a raft like that. I think it's bloody brilliant. I wish I was on it.
I don't.
I don't, because I couldn't row out that far, I don't think, but I think it's such a
Not very
state.
hard, I think.
I bet it's
You would
hard
have done
to
that
out there.
It's not really digging
It's
in.
not hard.
Every time you shout, go on, you turn around and look.
I should think you probably wouldn't even be on it by now. You would still be out there having a...
Chapman grit. No, bloody hard down here.
Or brushing your teeth.
What? Got that as well. Can't go around looking like a bloody scruff in the morning. One has appearances to keep up.
We can see that. Oh, they're getting closer and closer to that rock.
And what an appearance.
God.
I can't bear it.
I can't bear it. All those mushrooms, I can see my mushrooms disappearing out.
Spending an awfully long time behind that rock.
What's the problem now,
They're
stop,
drifting
isn't it?
towards those rocks there, I think.
Got to get around that. Much further out than that.
Well, should we go up?
Yeah.
If we stay around here, we'll have to swim out and get them back in or something dreadful.
It is a helicopter.
what he's doing is monitoring. He must be monitoring the raft. Okay. What did you say to him?
It's always favoring.
We've been surviving for 10, 11 days. We want to get off the island. Can you get us off?
And what's he say?
He says, stay there.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
And he came back and shook his head.
Well, he didn't come back. Just
Well, he shook his head.
He knew he'd be lynched if he came back and said no.
What did you say
He said
exactly?
we were stranded on this island.
Okay, fine.
We want to get off. Can you please help us get off this
And you
island?
give him a kiss, Sylv.
Oh, yeah. But he didn't come back. Yet.
Have to let Henrietta give him a kiss next time.
You got him down anyway. You got him down and he's got to report it, you see. Sit tight and wait. And what you've got to do is you want to watch the coast in case they send a boat. And you've got to watch here in case they send an helicopter. And you need communication between the two, whether that's torch flashes or what. Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Because there's a procedure for bringing helicopters in.
Yeah.
Okay? And offering and bringing them down. So don't do that. And keep away from the rotors. You are running towards the rotors. Okay, and that would upset them. You keep away until they call you forward. You see that guy that got out? He's the load master. You wait until he gets out and he will come to you or he will call you forward. All right, that's the procedure. And technically you've been rescued.
We are being rescued.
You are being rescued, yeah.
Yeah, so we don't know, I mean, so we haven't got to, we don't have to build all the fires up or anything, or do we?
Well, what I would do is check the skies for if an helicopter's coming to get you. Check, like I said, check to see if it's a boat and get communication between the two of you. And get yourselves organised. You know.
Well, we've got one fire left here, which is intact, so we may as well use that to signal
I
from
put
there
your
to
landing thing out. You landed in a dodgy place there.
Yeah, that's why I wanted. I thought he would land sort of more over there. In fact, the better.
And if you run out in front of him waving your arms, you'll confuse him. Yeah? So, well done. Excellent. Excellent.
Can you imagine us getting on the mainland first, sipping all the drinks, smoking the fags and saying, where have you been, boys? You know, we walked over this morning.
So, Gary, whatever took you so long?
We swam.
No, we
Really
walked.
is Wimpo now instead of Rambo.
We're not there, actually, yet.
No, we're not there. No, we're just supposing.
Yeah. We're fantasising. Getting rather good at that after 10 days.
Yeah. Hallucinating.
Brie sandwich, here I come.
Good luck, John.
Eh?
Good luck, mate.
Yeah.
What are we going to do with it?
We're going to get off on a helicopter.
See ya. Cheers. Cheers, Gary. Cheers.
The advice and techniques in this series have been printed in a booklet, which is available by sending a cheque or postal order for £1 made payable to BSS, that's Broadcasting Support Services, at this address. Survival Team, P.O. Box 7, London W3 6XJ.
Tuesday night on BBC